Hi guys, welcome back to Magically Living Life. I hope you're having a good day where you are. So today's video is me reorganizing my spices. I'm actually going to be putting them in a totally different cabinet altogether, and I'll show you in a little bit what the current state of the cabinet I have right now. It's a disaster, and then I'll be showing you the new cabinet that we'll be working with. Everything that I purchased to reorganize my spice cabinet, I picked up on Amazon. We'll do an unboxing. However, you're going to be seeing one video, but I'm going to be doing it over a course of a few days because the new jars that I bought to do away with my current ones, I have to wash them and let them air out and dry out before I put spices in them. So you'll be seeing one video, but I'll be doing this project over the course of at least 2 or 3 days. So today we're going to do the unboxing, and I'm going to show you the cabinets that I'm going to be working with. This is my current spice cabinet. I keep it very close to my stove. That way I can quickly get to the spices. And over here is like where I do my coffees and grinding my beans for my coffees. And guys, I keep my seasonal mugs over here. So I thought that I would take my seasonal mugs and move them over here, and I would actually have more space over here to display all my spices. So let me show you the disarray of this cabinet, okay? Bear with me. Here we go. There is my spice cabinet, okay? And it goes all the way up to that one, and I don't keep anything way up there on that very top shelf. And then all my little tiny jars, you know how you get your little tiny jars of nutmeg or cream of tart or something? I actually keep those in the pantry because those are just too tiny, but I plan on transferring them over with the new spice cabinet I'm going to be doing. Anyway, here's my current carousel of spices, and if you notice, I haven't been refilling them because I want to do this project. So what it traditionally has to happen for me is I got to take this out, put it down on the cabinet or the countertop, then I'm able to maneuver this carousel around. And I've had this carousel since Dan and I have been married. We got this as a wedding gift, and I love it. It's just, yeah, I could put it in the new cabinet and have plenty of more space, but I really wanted to go a different avenue. So I am going to repurpose this, and I thought it would be really cool to use use this for my crafting beads and rhinestones. So I will repurpose this. It's not going to go to waste. And over here, I have more spices behind it, and I'm just always having to maneuver everything, and it's just getting to be a little bit annoying for me. So let me show you the new cabinet I'm going to be working with. Here we go. New space. I'm still by the stove, so I can still get access to my spices, but I have more space where I can lay everything out more nicely, and that's the space I'm going to be working with. At first, I did contemplate doing a spice rack in the drawer, but over here I have a Lazy Susan, and I really like my cooking utensils close to me, so if I need something I can quickly open that drawer and grab it. So if I hadn't had a Lazy Susan over here and this was a drawer, then I would probably transfer what's out of these drawers and somehow, you know, put them over there. So I did think about a drawer spice like rack, but I was just like, no, we're just going to go ahead and go with this. So this is the area that I will be organizing the new spices. I'm going to move on to the Amazon unboxing. In case you're wondering what this is, it's me cutting out or blocking out my address. I just put a little tape on there, and then that way, yeah, you can't see my address. Anyway, I'm not sure what's in this box. I have two big boxes here, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to open first. So we're going to see. And I will try to remember to put a link down below in the description box. So please check the description box, guys, down below if you're interested in any of these items. Ugh, okay. So I ordered, I think the jars that I got, I have to open that box. I think it came with labels, but I ordered other labels. So this particular packet I ordered came with 432 labels, and they're waterproof. So I got waterproof labels in case my jars get dirty, and I want to do a quick wipe down. So here's the list of all the different labels that I get. Again, 432, and I will open the labels here in a minute and we'll go through them just to take a quick peek. Obviously, these are the jars. Yes, they're heavy. Okay, let's do this and move this back. Okay, here we go. Now I got jars, hopefully they're not broken, right? That have bamboo lids. They had the ones that had like the metal lids, but I really didn't want the metal. I'd rather get the bamboo lids. I just thought they looked nicer. So the jars I got actually came with round labels. Okay, and then they came with a few of these. So these are just as nice, the square. I'll open the labels with you in a minute. We'll look at labels here in a minute. Oh my, okay, let's do this. There, I think that's better. They really, okay. They really packaged this nicely. It's so sectioned in there that look, these are stuffed in there so tight, which I guess is really good, right, for breakage. So I'm gonna quickly put the lids on here. Okay, give me a second. Okay, that's much better. I got all the lids on. So the packaging comes like this with all the little jar lids sitting in this like that. So they packed it really nicely. So what I got was, of course, a funnel to funnel your spices in through the jars. But you know, guys, you necessarily don't need this. You can use something as simple as parchment paper, you know, to make a funnel and then funnel your, you know, spices into your jars. But mine happened to come with this. It looks like it came with a cleaner brush and a marker. So I guess I have some blank labels in there. I'll have to double check. Like I said, we'll go through the labels. And then I did get a, what do you call it? Like salt and pepper, okay? And you can grind. So I got a, I'm assuming I can use this for Himalaya salt or coarse salt or pepper. So I got that, and then I got another one as well. So they sent me two. Whoops. And then the jars are 4-ounce jars. So they look like this. Okay. And like I said, I could have gotten the ones with the metal lids, but I prefer the bamboo ones. I don't know why. To me, they just look nicer. And that's part of the reason why I have to do this video in 2 parts, is I have to wash these The bamboo, you don't wash, you just use a damp cloth to clean. And they do have the little plastic lids for pouring and for just sprinkling. So, and then there's the lid. So I got that, and this is a 24 piece set. I think they sold a bigger set. I think they sold a 36, but I got the 24. So I got that. I'm just gonna put everything back for right now, and we'll look at the next box that I got. So I gotta wash that, take care of that. The next thing I got was the bamboo shelving. I did look into the ones that you pull out, the metal ones that you know you can nail into your cabinet, but I really didn't want to nail anything into my cabinet. So I decided to go with the like the level stackers, you know, where you can stack. I'll show you. Let me get this. So I ordered 2 sets, and I hope they fit. I think they will. That's a pretty wide cabinet. Okay. So I don't know how to open it. So let's see. Oh yeah. So I got this, and apparently, if I can get it, you are supposed to be able to, let me see. There we go. You are supposed to be able to expand this. Let me show you. So, if I wanted to use it in my narrow cabinet where I showed you where I currently keep my spices, but I'm gonna be moving my seasonal mugs over there, then this would fit in my current cabinet. But this expands like that. So I can actually fit it in the other cabinet and be able to use both. So you can have it like that, or you can have it like that. That's one of the reasons why I bought it. I also thought, let me show you. It looks nice with the bamboo jars. So that's why I did that. And let me show you, and we'll check to make sure these fit in the cabinet real quick before I close out this segment. What I also like about it is I can go even that wide. It doesn't have to be all the way expanded. So you can actually control how far out you go. And I bought a second one. That way I would have plenty for what I want to do. So again, you can actually go pretty wide with this. There you go. Hopefully they fit. They look like they fit perfect, and I have them completely pulled out. Like completely pulled out. Now I will be laying down. I have like pads that I put on some of my cabinet. I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about, and it'll prevent these from moving around. But they fit great, and this is like the little gap that I have between each one. I could move it over, but then I would have like a gap here. So I'm just gonna go like that. I'll show you our dishes. So this is what I'm talking about. I lay this stuff down because it prevents things from sliding. So I need to get some more of this. I usually get this at the grocery store. They sell it where, at Kroger's, they sell it by the houseware stuff. So I need to pick up some of that, but it'll prevent those trays from sliding with the spices on them. Labels. let's look at these labels. So these are the ones that came with the jars. So let's do these first. So like I said, of course, I got a few white ones, okay? And then I got these black ones. And I'm assuming I have some blank ones in here if I got a chalkboard marker. So let me see. These are nice. Okay, so I got a list of everything that I have. I'm sure down in the description box, if you were to click on the link, it would tell you how many labels you get in all. I can't remember, but they're just, you know, your typical spice labels in alphabetical order. So let's leave it that way right there. And they're just all circular right there. And I wonder if I got some blank ones because they gave me a marker. Yes, I did, right here. So I can label these myself. That's good if I have some specialty ones that you rarely see on labels. I'm not sure why I got these and then these. I don't know. You know what? I might be able to take these and put them on top of the bamboo if I want to. That's a possibility. I don't know. We'll have to think about it. So, but I got that. So this actually came with the jars. If you're interested in the jars, these are the labels you get with that. These I ordered separately. And guys, I can't remember if these were waterproof or not. I'm assuming they were. These definitely waterproof. Okay. And they have a nice shiny gloss. These look like they have a matte finish, whereas these look shiny and glossy. So let's open these. I ordered these separate. And guys, I actually thought about making my own, but when I priced it out, it was actually cheaper for me just to buy them already done, because the paper alone was gonna cost me $11. Now, when you consider making them, designing, and then your ink on your printer, I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna buy them already done. So, like I said, these labels are a little more shinier. I don't know if you can see the sheen. You should be able to see the sheen, whereas these are a little more matted. Okay, so that's the difference there, plus the design, the way it's shaped. So I got all these different ones. Let's see. Oof, I got a lot, and it's all in alphabetical order. I like the little Best Buy, you know, especially if you have a specialty one. Oh, my magical word, guys. I have so much. And then I have some clear ones. But I'm recognizing some things that I've never, like, used before. I want to make sure it has Himalayas. So we want the H, right? Himalayas. Yep, Himalaya salt. Like hibiscus syrup. I've never used hibiscus syrup unless I bought it in the jar. So honey. I don't know if I would actually put honey in these jars. I don't know. I might leave that in its original. Same thing with some of the oils. We'll have to just see. But anyway, guys, that is the package that I ordered separate from what came with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here and go clean this out, these jars out, and then I'll be right back and we'll be transferring the spices into the jars. So here we are. Day 2 of this project, and yesterday I picked up the cabinet grip padding that I was talking to y'all about. I picked these up at Kroger's, so I have to measure them out and cut them. These are the labels. What I did is I washed the little plastic pieces that go on top of the jars, by hand with dish soap. These are not dishwasher safe. And then the bamboo lids are not dishwasher safe. Or not only they're not dishwasher safe, but it says not to immerse them in water. So it said just to take a damp towel and wipe them. So I did that, and I did the same thing here. These I put in the dishwasher, and the jar lid, or the actual jars themselves, I put in the dishwasher, and I let them heat dry. But when I took them out, they still had like a little bit of water in some of them. So I just laid them out on these towels to let them air dry. I even cleaned up my old ones. And like I said, I'm going to repurpose these, put them on their spinner, and use those, these jars in my craft room. I think what I plan on doing with them will be great for repurposing. But yes, these have been sitting out, air drying overnight. So what we're going to do now is label the jars that I need to fill. As far as the spices go, these are the ones that I'm currently working with. So I don't know if I have enough jars. We'll find out. If not, I'll definitely order some more. But I'm kind of hesitant about, for example, cream of tartar is not a seasoning that I use all the time. So I'm not sure if I would waste an entire jar on something I don't use all the time. I really only use this when it calls for a recipe, whereas like allspice, nutmeg, pumpkin spice, poppy seed, basil leaves, that stuff I always use. So I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But yeah, I wanted to show y'all really quick. So the little silicone funnel that came with it, I did like a little test run. And I don't know if you can see, you probably would have to look really good in there. But you see all the little ridges? When I was putting the spices through it, they were getting trapped in those little ridges, all the little spice, flakes. And I was really having to shake it out before I poured another spice into it. And I just kind of got a little annoyed with it. I know parchment paper will work. So we're going with parchment paper, and I'll just make a little funnel with this, and I'm not going to have any issues as opposed to having issues with this thing right here. from the packaging that actually came with the jars. This one is an Italian herb, but it's actually a bread dip, and there's nothing in either label called bread dip, so I use the Italian herb label, but I was able to use the marker that came with these labels, and I just wrote bread dip on top. For meat tenderizer, I was a little more specific, and I put the steak seasoning label on top of there. So the labels that came with this came really in handy. I will say these labels have some in here that are not found in here, and then some that are in here are not found in here. As far as adjusting the labels, a couple of them I had to reposition, and they did come off and they didn't tear. And yeah, so, and I have wiped some of these with a cloth. Here are the 2 grinder jars. So I need to get some Himalayan rock salt to put in here. Usually I have some, but I don't today. So I need to get some. And then, of course, here's the little carousel that I'm going to put upstairs and use for crafts. One thing I realized was I have a couple of spices that I ran out of. So with that being said, I am going to have to buy those, and I am going to place another order to get some more of these jars. Something else I wanted to mention, neither package of labels had beef bouillon. I don't think this one has beef bouillon. Let me check. No, it just has beef stock, but nothing about bouillon cubes. So what I did was I came over here and I just put beef stock, but then I put my bouillon cubes in there. So yeah. Here is what's left for when I need to refill the smaller jars. So actually this goes over here. The cream of tart I ended up not filling because, like I said, this is not something I use on a regular basis. But I had leftover cilantro, I have more cilantro, garlic powder. So what I'll do is I'll store this in the basement, and as the littler jars get empty, I'll fill them back up. And then of course, these are all the jars that, or empty containers that are no longer usable. And I was able to take these and fill up the other jars. So let's go on ahead, guys, and get this up in the cabinet and see how it looks. Real quick, before I show you the entire cabinet being done, if you notice how the tiers stack up, you can't see what's behind. So like behind this, I can't see taco seasoning to know that's taco seasoning. And then behind this, I can't see that that is sea salt. Even though this is a tier tray, I'm going to show you how to fix that. One more time, guys. Remember the before. Okay. Are y'all ready to see how it all came out? Here we go. I love it. I love how well everything is laid out and organized. Everything is put in alphabetical order based off of name. I did not put it in alphabetical order based off of, you know, sections as far as spices, blends, bake, condiments. I just went on ahead and put everything in alphabetical order based off a label, and everything is from left to right. So I'm able just to have everything spread out and see things more clearly. One of the things I noticed when I was originally stacking these up on the tiers, the little jars, I noticed that I wasn't able to see what was behind row 1. Like I wasn't able to see row 2, and I certainly wasn't able to see row 3. So these bamboo tiers do not have a big enough gap for you to be able to see which row is behind what row, so you're not able to see all your labels. So that was problematic. So what I came up with a solution, and I'll show you. Go like this. So I don't know if you can see, but I had my husband get some like 2x4s or maybe a little bit of smaller piece of wood out in his workshop, and I had him cut me down some wood, and he glued the wood pieces together and then stacked them on here. So he put 2 here. I don't know if y'all can see, hopefully y'all can. And then he put a 4 stack up here to make it look more like a staircase going up, because before it looked like this. I'll show y'all. It looked like that when it was stacked without the shelving, and you could not see row 2 or 3. So I knew that was going to be problematic, and I needed to find a solution, and that is what we came up with. And I think it came out fabulous. I have some jars that are empty because I don't have that spice I need to get to the store, but it turned out great. I originally had the salt and pepper grinders in here, but I noticed that they hogged up too much space and I wasn't going to be able to get all my spices in. So what I did with the actual grinders, and I'll show you, is I took them and I put them right down here. So it ended up turning out really great, guys, and I love it. So share your thoughts with me. Let me know what y'all think. But yeah, I'm happy with it. Well, that closes out this video for my new organization on my spices. Again, guys, I love it. You can let me know what y'all think down below. But thank you so much for stopping by at Magically Living Life and sharing in this project with me today. So till next time, guys, y'all have a magical day and a magical week, and I will see y'all later. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.